Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. As you can see, I'm camping today, which is amazing. So diving into this week right away because I want to beat the rain, otherwise you won't be able to hear me. I'm doing another comparison of allowing emotions to move. And now I'm using an example because I find sometimes people don't really understand the discussion about water and creating ice and kind of that comparison that I use quite a bit. So I'm comparing to something that everybody experiences. Now, I'm sorry if it offends you, but we're going to be talking about the natural process of consuming food and then getting rid of food as waste, right? So I'm talking about peeing and pooing, just going to throw it out there. Now, the reason I'm using this example, it's not to be gross, it's because we all do it, it's all natural. And what happens is like consuming food and water is just another form of energy, right? It's basically we fuel our bodies, our body converts that to forms of energy, and then what it doesn't need is it excretes or gets rid of. Now, that's the process of life in general with energy. And it's so natural, right? We all know what happens when, as a food example, if we eat too much, and especially if it's not nourishing us, what happens is we gain a lot of weight. Or alternative, we might get really thin. And another comparison is when we eat something that doesn't sit well with our stomach, or maybe we our body can't digest it properly, we get ill, right? We get an upset stomach. Maybe it turns into, maybe we are allergic to milk. Maybe we are celiac, whatever, right? Like these foods that cause irritations in our systems that we can't properly digest. Now, this is the exact same thing with energy, right? If you think about it, emotions and the way we non-visually, I guess, or non-material, non-tangibly, receive energy through emotions and through interactions of events. So when I mean by that, it's like not food, right? Not food or water. So not tangible materialistic things, but these experiences that cause us to have emotional reactions, whether it's through grief, whether it's through anger, fear, even joy, right? These positive emotions. Now, the natural process is you're supposed to experience something, have an emotional reaction, and then allow it, right? Experience it, allow it, and then your body will consume what it needs and let go of what it doesn't want. But what ends up happening with emotions, especially when we experience negative emotions, is we don't want to feel them, right? We try to suppress them, we try to hide them, we try to ignore them, we just try to avoid dealing with these emotions. But it's literally the same as if you would consume food or a lot of water and you just refuse to let it pass. What happens when you really have to go to the bathroom, guys? It's awful, it's painful, it causes a lot of issues in your body. And it's the exact same thing with energy, okay? So this is the process of just allowing. And when you have emotions that cause you to have negative or adverse experiences, you still have to let it happen, right? If you've already consumed it, you just have to let your body process it. You have to experience it, right? There's certain things you can do to ease the pain, but at the end of the day, you just have to figure out how to allow it to move, right? Essentially, you need to figure out how to allow yourself to go to the bathroom, right? And then the other lesson within this is it's just like food. If you were to eat a type of food and continually get sick every time you eat it, you're not going to eat that food anymore, right? So it's the same thing with learning yourself and your dynamics and what causes different emotional reactions and energies and systems in your body, where if you are, hanging out with certain people that continually, quote unquote, upset your stomach, well, then stop, or if you are, doing things that like activities that continually drain you and leave you not feeling great, then stop, right? The whole goal is to figure out what is going to nourish your soul essentially and your being. It's the same as eating. So you're finding foods that really fit with your body and are digestible, and then to allow yourself to, properly digest them. And it's paying attention. I think not a lot of us give ourselves enough credit that when we, are around people and we just don't get good feelings, to just allow ourselves to just trust that and, not make excuses for that person. So, yeah, guys, it's literally think about your energy. What would you call it? Like your emotions and your energy, I guess, in general, the same as you would with food. It's treated exactly the same. And I promise you, it will help you learn how to clean up your energy and be more energized in general, be more of a positive person, and be healthier, because you're not storing those negative energies that are going to make you sick. Okay, and you're not consuming essentially energies that are also upsetting your stomach, right? So I love that example. I think it's easy, it's relatable, it's universal to everybody. So I hope that helps you guys. And this week, definitely encourage you guys to pay attention to, what does make you feel good and what doesn't, what takes that away from that. So yeah, have a happy Saturday, and don't forget to subscribe.